Morning all, tcDetects back out again on this field behind me. Pasture field. It's that time of year when there's only, well, if you're lucky, you've got some pasture permissions that have still got some grass cut short enough to go on. So we're on this one today. I haven't been here for about, let's say about a year. Well, probably June last year when I was last on it. Had sort of Georgian type coins, things like that, nothing too old. Did have a very nice Second World War sort of lead penny aeroplane, a bomber of some description, which was very nice from here. So we're going to see if we can find anything else like that. Again, top corner over there, there's a scheduled Bronze Age burial sort of area. Never found anything Bronze Age yet on this farm, but hey, you never know. Right, we are out with the Rutus Versa. We're running in the new software version 4.7, which should become available publicly sort of mid-July, I think, from what Rutus have said. So watch this space for that. And also I just wanted to shout out to Michael Iffy Signals and Liam History Revisited, who are both obviously more recent Rutus converts, but both loving their Versas at the minute. Check out their channels as well for some other Versa content. Then you don't have to just watch me rabbiting on about my Versa. But in the meantime, I'm going to rabbit on about my Versa. We're off that way. And first signal in the clod was about 42, 43. See if we can find it and do it live. Of course, it's nowhere obvious, probably right in the middle. More surfacey than the original signal led me to believe. And here. Yep. Looks like we have a small bit of goldy foily trash. Yep, there we go. Goldy foily trash. Next up, doesn't look to have any age to it. Was in the sort of late 50s, very early 60s. Very strong signal. Thought it was a bit more surfacey than it actually turns out to be, but that looks like it's very modern, very new, and we have a modern style padlock, which I'm going to get on this hunt because I stupidly didn't charge my GoPro. So I'm hoping that my bag has the spare battery in. If not, it could be quite a short hunt by accident. And here we are. Not coin. It is. I don't know what this is, but it looks decorative. Oh, look at that. It's quite heavy, some weight to it. Has that been off a piece of furniture or something? It's like a 90-degree angle. Come off yeah, I don't know. Pretty though. And next one is in here. It was a very good 75-ish, quite a high tone. I think it's in the clod. Well, again, not sure where. No, it isn't. It's on the side. Picked it up by accident. So slightly further down. Said it sounded good. See if we can find out what that is. It's here on the. Sounded good because we have. Well, we have. What do we have? Caro Nitro spray. Caro Nitro spray. I have no idea what that is. Is that farming related? Is that somebody's had a cold? but you can see why it gave such a good signal. Disappointing wasn't the pre-decimal coin I was kind of expecting. And next signal in here, 78-ish, 77-ish. Bright and lively with a good strong line. It was a little bit quieter, but I'll pull the clod out. See if we can find it. Somewhere around here. Yep, here we go. And we have the first coin of the day. Oh, bugger. It's 2p. I've not been able to say that line of Aaron's for quite some time, but yes, we have a coin, but it is a relatively modern 2p. And next up is either a button, or the shank has disappeared, or something like a drawer handle, maybe chest of drawers, something like that. And just flicked this clod out. We had a mid-50s signal, bit scratchy. I can see what looks like the shape of an imprint there, and when I look in the hole in the corner down here, I can see what looks like a coin. I think the first old coin of the day, but my is that one. So I'm saying a halfpenny of obviously pre-decimal, but I'm not sure about how to identify that. Just based on the state of it, I'm wondering if it's a George III. Hard to know. Anyway, pre-decimal, halfpenny, first old coin of the day. And I move 15 feet and we have another similar signal, still in the hole, and I can see it just there. It looks like we have our second pre-decimal coin. Maybe we should have started this field the other way around. Instead of doing the bottom, should have done the top first. This morning didn't really find anything particularly, and here we have, it looks like a young, yep, a young Victoria penny. This one is identifiable, so yep, young Victoria penny, second pre-decimal of the day. Reasonable condition, but quite worn, so I think this has been in circulation quite a while and use quite a while before it's found its way into the ground. About there. Hopefully this is in the camera range. Make a slightly bigger hole than normal. Make sure that I get it in this clod. I'll try. Still in the hole. Still in the early 70s. Pinpoint of time. Yep. And here we have what looks like a copper piece of pipe with a hole in the middle of it. Not sure that some age to it, obviously you can tell by the patina, but you can certainly see why it gave such a good signal. But yeah, a piece of copper piping. So this was down here, I think it's end of it there, another end of it, sorry, bit of it, put that up there. We're about, well, full, pinpointed down, and this was there. Now clearly it's an iron thing, but it's also something that's encrusted in iron. You can see the end point here just knocked the iron off it. Something about the shape made me think that it was encrusting something else. So that's very pointy on that side, and that's concretation of iron around this suggests that it's been there for a while. So I'm just going to see if I can knock off some more of the iron, see if I can work out what, if anything, interesting is underneath that. Bear with. Well, I've knocked off as much as I dare. That is a very sharp point on that end. Very narrow to this end, but that looks like it's had a shape and a purpose. Anybody got any clues? Now, like I said, that was heavily concretated, however you count, or whatever you say. There was an iron sort of layer around it that had clearly formed over time. It was taken some time to form that. And there is a Bronze Age burial, scheduled monument 2 fields over, contemporary to the Bronze Age burial. No idea. Any thoughts? I mean, this may be one for the floor. Any thoughts? Please let me know in the comments. So the next find was down here. You can see I flipped out. That's a dig in it a little extra, so we're probably 8 or 9 inches down again. Flicked it out over here. You can see here there's the coin imprint, or button imprint, but it looks like the coin is flat. And then over there, just hiding in the grass from where I flicked it, the next coin of the day. And here we have halfpenny. I think we have another Victoria. Yep, we have another young Victoria hitting on the older Victorian here. That's what, 3rd pre-decimal, one in the top end of the field. About to move into another field beyond it, but yep, another coin. Thought I'd just got another one of those scrappy pieces of copper that I've been getting in between decent finds today. It was about 9, 8 inches down, but when I picked it out, it wasn't a piece of copper. When I flicked the mud off it, what I found was a decorative, I don't know, is this a label or something? Definitely decorative, thin, so maybe it's been attached to something back in the past. You can see the pattern goes all the way through. A nice little piece, about 8 inches down. Don't look that old, maybe Georgian, maybe Victorian. Anybody got any thoughts on what that might be? Please put it in the comments. And the interesting stuff keeps coming this afternoon. No age to set up particularly think, but I thought it came out like that, and I thought, oh, another coppery bar of nondescript nothingness. Then I sent it over. It's a lot thicker than the other stuff I found, but it's got writing on it. Seems to be sort of mirrored, so maybe that's to imprint something with. Seems to say, if I'm reading it right, that says Syndrills? Syndrills, is that right? Anybody got any idea? Could it be that way? No. Could it be that way? No. Sly, what do we feel like? Sloudnik. No, I think that's Syndrills. Anybody got a clue what that is? Please put it in the comments.